I see my way clear.
I found it. It's located on the way shelf. Mao Cheng Wu Wei. Rover, it's here! If I remember correctly, Jinzhou was established during the Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Jinzhou's founding. And the formidable tacit discord described here? Rover, about the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover?
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key and solve it. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Or maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breath she needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their true meaning. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going?
Baiju said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating the tokens, too.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Chang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by, so I went there to calm them down. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching for, though. Anyhow, I need to visit the person who reported the case tomorrow. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much... It's the middle of the night. Of course you're tired. All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there. Time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hot. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall, and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow.
Keep your eyes open.
Mrs. Panhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Baiju's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Baiju leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf. So it only took us 1 trip to the academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some...
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by boat. Should we start from the harbor? Do you think the token is guided? ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from... You said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing to the gorges of spirits and the Norfolk Barrens. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real, possibly leading to the gorges of spirits, and perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories. Madam Magistrate's information aside, it seems to me your dream point... It's a site of the Threnodian War and the source of all TD outbreaks.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
Without a doubt. We Resonators can boost our combat abilities with... If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the train...
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Range's training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle... Defense at the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like...
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfolk Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift, and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfolk Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news.
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Greetings. I'm Jianshin. Could you please do me a favor? I want to go look for someone outside the city, but I don't have an access pass, so may I tag along? I'm a jack of all trades. Tai Chi, cooking, tea making, mining, foraging, errand running, fixing utilities, and caring for animals. You got something else in mind? I'm always up for learning new skills. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, he could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass. No one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highway?
Exactly. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson is very likely in the desert. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave. Of course.
It's time.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person?
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting...
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline.
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
It's time. The loot we find is not part of my pay. So it's time. Who's the prey now? Target confirmed. I trust you can use it to the full. Keep your eyes open. This should come in handy. Who's the prey now? Sever! The loot we find is not part of my pay. It's all yours.
Is that the beacon?
They don't...
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
But please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you...
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Tough night.
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grow, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Ugh, quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Keep your eyes open. Who's the prey now? Summer!
My compliments. Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Brilliance lights the way!
ship. A wise investment. A smooth journey.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Can you keep up?
Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry. Have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath. It's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go!
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me. That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please, take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry. They've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the mess. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and...
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
It's time. Misery follows. Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Yua, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yua. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for some...
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhiyuan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Xia. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think.
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about the TD outbreak? If those tacit discords break through our defenses, it would be a disaster for not just Huanglong, but we haven't reached the front lines yet. But I can already smell the iron in the air.
General! Follow the Qinglong to war! Tell truth from the side. Stay sure. Unstoppable. Bide the time. Wind Rider. Time to fight back. Retreat to advance. Seventh. Tell truth from the sides. Wind Rider. Tell truth from the sides. Bide the time. Don't you worry. Fear no more. Tell truth from the side. Finale. Unstoppable. Tell truth from the side. Right.
Fear no more.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. The front lines are not far from here. General Tien must be there, fighting. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something resonate with tacit. Rover?
According to Baija, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is... Teacher Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my rover.
I see my way clear.
Here's to a world of course. One moment, please. We're connecting to your terminal.
It's time.
Time flies by. Anything can... Remember to stop and look around as you explore. Maybe ancient relics on those faraway mountains. Who knows?
Keep your eyes open. It's time.
Running won't save you. Found your weak spot. Lighter than a dove. Gently does it? Start small to build big. Lighter than a dove. Can you keep up? The stage is set. Running won't save you. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Gently does it? Lighter than a dove. This craftsmanship. A wise investment. Can you keep up?
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrate to feel it. Rover. Something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
All is fair in war.
My compliments.
I think I found something, Rover. Watch out! Something's not right.
Brother.
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole. This one probably devoured the frequencies of turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover, I think I know what's... It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. The village is crying. Something truly awful must have happened here. And based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that perhaps the tacit field has kept this village. There must be something we can do. I'll inform Chusia about... Sorry. I know it doesn't sound very convincing. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here... The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
Lighter than a dove.
Ritualistic wooden plaques. Why are they here? They seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals
I see.
These cards. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discord.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
I've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou. Above the artificers are the overseers. No one knows their true intentions. There is one particularly insane, a man who sees no order and revels in destruction. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar, cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is, well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. Indeed. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, so go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? Ah, how typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our... An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and... Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story. Once upon a time, in the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, fables. Stories told and retold, but they always draw from the same story, whatever you learn from, like us now. Caught in a this village, so that magistrate led you here to meet me. One day, the shepherd brought them with a way his flock. They no longer the flock worshipped their. What's wrong? Imagine you were one. You are right. It's up. The lamb as each rover. I was but true at the world to receive when they all funny. Later, on the next, the shepherd suddenly, after
Can you keep up?
Well done. Now, I want answer me. Who was the real culprit? Indeed, he held. Unfortunately, if they were inevitably now, of course. Here's my. What is the truth?
The shepherd was...
Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules. He withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. So they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like what really the black, the innocent, all the shepherd had to do? Fun, and I was never the shepherd. Oh, well then. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path. And I've got... Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces. Tiny! Such brutality! Can't you see? Tell me. Do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd?
Rover! Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him. Stay away from him!
With one, don't let...
Nowhere. Rover, but don't forget, let me know the joy. We'll meet again. In the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scars, it took me some time. Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Yes, let's talk about it later. It seems all the tragedies and making up, we cannot take his words for granted. What's the two distinct frequencies of tacit discords? I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipate, is everything on? Please be sure to stay.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half.